Well, after this is finished, I'm going to check up on the flowchart, see where we are. Hey, Clover. Alright, so where on this end? Ooh, oh no, we're gonna get a bad end. We're gonna get a bad end unless this continues into something. I don't know. Because that's what the true ending was like in 999. The far right end just continued once you did the requirements and stuff. So maybe this will be the same? I don't know. Hey, come on, don't run away.
Run away?
Well, it sure looked like you were trying to get away from us.
I wasn't running away. I just don't want to talk to you.
Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Look, running away isn't going to do you any good. Don't you want to find out who killed Alice? Well, you're not going to be able to figure that out unless you talk to people.
I don't need to.
Why not?
I already figured out who did it.
Who was it?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
You might be working with them.
Seriously?
Both of you could be in on it.
Come on, of course we're not.
Forget about it. There's no point. Doesn't matter what you tell her, she's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing, Clover. How did you know who it was?
I noticed something.
And what was that?
Alice figured it out too. Before she...
What was it?
Why don't you figure that out yourselves? Anyway,
Wait, Clover. Figured something out? Well, there she goes.
What's
Oh,
wrong?
shit. What's wrong? I forgot to ask Clover what color her bracelet is now.
Oh. Really? That's it? Calm down. She's a cyan pear.
You saw it?
Yeah. Snuck a peek at it when she ran by. And it looks like Alice's is a blue solo.
She reached down and casually picked Alice's bracelet up on the floor.
I'll hold on to this.
Yeah, good idea. Well, I wonder what it was that Clover noticed.
You mean what Alice noticed? Were you even listening?
Fine, what did Alice notice? If I didn't answer, instead she knelt down and began to examine Alice's body. What are you doing?
I'm investigating.
What are you investigating?
What does it look like I'm investigating? I'm looking for any clues to what she figured out before she died. Huh. Found something already. Have a look.
Oh? If I held something out, it was a handkerchief stained in reddish blood. Is that blood?
Looks like it's darker than Alice's, so it's probably been on her since before she died.
So if it's not hers, whose blood is it? The old lady?
Maybe.
Do you think Alice killed her?
Who knows? She could have just found this somewhere for all we know.
And you think she figured something out from this handkerchief?
Can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. So... time we moved on. We need to figure out what Tenmyoji and Dio's bracelets have changed to.
And we need to find Quark.
Yeah.
Let's take the blue door then. We should be able to get to the room Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover went to that way.
Sounds good.
Alright then. It says... Rec room. Oh, the rec room. This is the only door that's unlocked.
Yeah, so this is where Tenmyoji's team went.
I'm gonna open it, alright?
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't need to keep asking permission.
Okay, okay. Temiyoji. I'm guessing your face that Quark is still missing.
No sign of him, huh?
Happy? I'm asking if you're happy Quark's still missing.
No, of course not. Why would I be?
And then does it hurt? Are you so terrified about whether or not he's safe that it feels like someone's got your chest in a vice? I didn't think so. Quark's got 9 BP. If I find him first, I might make him escape. So it's better for you if I haven't found him yet. Am I wrong?
Temiyoji, what's going on here? This doesn't sound like you. I know you're worried about Quark, but...
And just what the hell do you know?
I know that you can't fight me like that.
He's all I've got left. If something happens to him,
Temiyoji.
It's all my fault. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I never should have brought him here.
Did you say brought?
Yes. Zero made me an offer.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you and Quark were abducted like the rest of us.
You mean you came here voluntarily?
Hey, answer me. What the hell is going on here?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets?
Why?
Please. Just do it.
Fine and I looked at one another. Neither of us knew what was going on, but there was no reason to refuse. We shrugged and did as we'd been told. And suddenly... he's doing the luminol trick. In the blink of an eye, Temiyoji had pulled some kind of can from his pocket and sprayed both our wrists with it. What the hell, man?
Calm down. It's not going to hurt you.
Is this some kind of chemical?
Yeah, I found it when I was searching this room.
He walked towards the door and flipped this light switch.
Good work.
Good work, it's dark now.
Show me your bracelets again.
That stuff you sprayed us with was luminol, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I guessed when you turned off the light.
Isn't that the stuff they use on cop shows to find blood and other stuff?
Yeah.
Why did you spray us?
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither one of you is Zero's senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yep.
Someone mind explaining this to me?
Well, you know as much as I do now. I was just making guesses based on what he was doing.
Hey, Temiyoji.
Sorry, but I've got to go. I need to go look for Quark.
No, I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen. You dropped a real bomb back there, and I'm not just about to ignore it. What do you mean when you said that Zero made you an offer? Why are you here?
I can't tell you.
Why not? I don't really understand how, but you seem to have decided that neither of us is Zero Senior, right?
Yeah?
Then why?
You don't get it. I can't tell you no matter who you are. Right now, we might as well assume Quark is a hostage. Zero Jr. seems to be aware of everything that goes on here. If I tell you, he'll know. And then God only knows what Zero Sr. will do. Please, I'm asking you, put yourself in my shoes.
I looked him into the eyes for the first time since we'd entered the room, and saw nothing but years of loneliness and regret. Before I could speak, he turned and left the room. Hey, can I ask you a question?
It won't do you any good. Whatever you want to know, I don't know anything about it.
No, it's not about what just happened.
Yeah? Then what is it? Oh. I see. You mean his bracelet, right? Chill, man. He's a red solo. I had a look while he was talking.
Oh, good job. Then, wasn't what I wanted to ask either.
Well, what is it then?
When he sprayed us, you screamed, didn't you?
No.
You did. You screamed. You screamed loud. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure you did. Not quite so tough when you're scared, huh?
Shut up. We've got stuff to do. Get going. Move!
Ah! Fine. Alright, I just skipped that part out because we've seen that map a lot of times. Anyway, this is the White Room.
It looks like another warehouse.
I guess there's one on this floor too. Makes sense, I guess as much when we saw the map. What's that over there?
Probably more graffiti. There was one on floor A too, remember?
Now they mention it. Yeah, this was that. It was.
Never mind
but...
that. There's someone else here.
Is that deer?
Looks like it. Let's go see what he's up to.
What are you doing, deer?
Oh, nothing. Just going with the flow, you know? Seeing where life takes me.
You don't seem to have any interest in searching for Quark.
Why would I? Do we even know he's really missing? Maybe the little shit's just off having nap time somewhere. So I figure, let sleeping dogs lie, right? Or kids, in this case, I guess. If we wake him up, he might realize he's got enough BP to blow this popsicle stand and ditch us. That happens, it's all over. We'll be stuck in here for the rest of our lives. Which probably won't be that long.
The rest of our lives?
Yeah. Did I stutter? Or did you just forget? Zero Jr. told us, remember?
The number 9 door only opens once. Once that happens, it's all over. It'll close for good after 9 seconds, so if you're not careful, you could get stuck.
Close for good, huh? I had to admit, I kind of forgotten about the details, but if Zero Jr. had been telling the truth, we wouldn't be able to get out until we died. Hell, even that might not be enough. Maybe they just leave our corpses there to rot. My stomach did a little flip.
So, what are you guys here for? Did you bring Fi here so I can kill her?
What?
Oh, really? You already forgotten your little stunt earlier? We're damn lucky Kay Cho's ally. If he hadn't, you'd be hanging from that crane right now.
Sounds like you're getting a little desperate. Word of advice, Dio. That's not a smart attitude to have here. All you'll do is make sure that whoever plays against you in the AB game won't pick ally.
You talk as if I give a fuck. I already know I won't be up against you two.
Why not?
Kay and I are the yellow pair. You guys are the magenta pair, right? Two pairs can't go through the same chromatic door. Simple enough for you.
How do you know our colors?
Kay told me. He was here a while ago. Speaking of which, Temioji and Clover were here too. Guess everybody misses my company. Anyway, that's how I know what everyone's colors are.
Was Kay by himself?
Yeah.
What about Luna?
Luna? Haven't seen her. Anyway, Kay and I won't be pairing with you two. We'll be taking the blue solo.
That's Alice's bracelet. But how did you know that?
Oh, come on. You really that thick? Look at the doors in front of you. These are the next chromatic doors. Bingo.
So the next color's white?
See that thing next to the door there? Looks familiar, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, it does.
I get it. You and Kay are both yellow. You can get yellow by adding red and green together. If you add blue to that...
It becomes white.
Exactly.
You get magenta by adding red and blue together, and then adding green to that gives you white. So that means Fi and I would need to pair up with the green solar, which is Luna.
Right.
That means the other three would have to be in the same team as before. Temioji, Clover, and Quark. We know that Temioji's a red solar and Clover is a cyan pair,
The only one left is the other cyan pair. So we can assume that's what Quark is.
Could there be any other combinations?
No. There's only one option this time.
All we gotta do now is wait for these white doors to open.
We've only got 5 minutes left before it's time to meet up with everybody else. We should go back to floor A.
Sorry, but I'm gonna stay here. Moving around so much is a pain in the ass.
Nobody invited you. Come on, Fire.
Right. On my way.
Oh boy, we're bitches. We are bitches till the end. Oh, whoops. God damn it. What's wrong? Huh? Something up? Why did you just stop?
Well, you see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun? It reminded me of something we saw earlier.
What do you mean?
Remember the graffiti on floor B? You remember what it said?
Memento Mori.
Do you know what that means?
Not really. It's Latin for something like be aware of death or remember death. I think it's usually used to mean we're all gonna die someday, so don't forget about your own mortality.
What about the other part?
If the ninth lion ate the sun. Well, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? if the ninth line ain't the sun. I mean, yeah, it's kind of nonsense, but... Oh, I get it. That's what the clock made you think of, right? The sun in the sentence.
Yeah. Did you notice anything strange about that graffiti?
Apart from the fact that it made no sense. Not really.
Wrong answer. Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were. I guess I have to do everything. Part of it was spelled wrong.
Yeah.
Specifically, they spelled ninth wrong. It should be N-I-N-T-H. But the graffiti had N-I-N-E-T-H.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They just put an extra E in there.
Exactly.
That's kind of a bonehead mistake. Do you think it was like a kid who wrote it?
Maybe it wasn't a mistake at all.
I'm not following. Is it another anagram?
Maybe Zero put that E in there on purpose.
But why?
Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise.
What?
Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's got to be significant.
Remember death, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Huh?
Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time.
Oh.
We should get moving.
Right. Huh? Is no one here? Kay and Luna aren't here.
Astute observation.
What should we do?
What do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait. We don't want to end up missing each other by accident.
Oh, yeah. Guess you got a point. Hey, where are you going?
Just want to check something really quick.
Check what?
The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here. Remember? She was kneeling down, looking at something on the ground.
Yeah. What do you think she was looking at? Oh.
Find something?
Isn't this blood?
Uh-huh. Nice work there, Sigma.
I don't need you to pat me on the back. It makes me feel stupid or something.
The truth hurts.
Ah!
So, blood, huh? Oh my god.
Fi suddenly looked up at the ceiling. I followed her gaze and found myself looking up at the metal crane. It was the kind you might see in a shipyard, the sort that moves along a metal track and has a claw to grab and lift cargo containers. So, what's the deal with the crane? What? Damn, gone again. Stop running around. Just tell me what you found.
I noticed something.
Oh yeah? And what? Pray tell, what was that? Pray tell, was that?
The same thing Clover and Alice noticed.
The crane. That's... ugh. Can't you just tell me?
Look at the number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has blood on it. It's the first thing you think of when you hear blood.
Vampires.
Yeah. This whole thing kinda sucks, right?
Oh my god.
Come on! This is no time to be screwing around. I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady. Consider this for a moment. Let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room. We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then what?
Alice was looking at the handkerchief.
Right. What do you think was going through her mind?
Why is there a blood-stained handkerchief here? Or something along those lines.
And?
Did this belong to the old woman? It must have.
And?
But if it did, then who put it here? Or wait, maybe someone just dropped it, or they could have thrown it here?
And?
You want more?
You're almost there.
How long has the handkerchief been here? Something like that?
Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here?
Well, I imagine it wasn't here from the start.
Wait, when's the start?
You know, when we started. When you and I escaped from the AB room through the hatch on the roof, the first thing we did after we got out and met everyone except for Clover and Kay was go look at the number 9 door. We spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms. Yeah, I know we looked at this from the exact angle, But I'm pretty sure there wasn't any handkerchief there then. There wasn't.
Huh.
Wait.
Finally figured it out, huh?
Yeah. One of them's moved. No way. The AV room moved?
Yeah,
Was it the crane?
probably. They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
Luna. The body of the old woman.
And who was trapped in there when the Nonary Game started?
Well, it would have been the AB room on the right at the first, so... Luna. For the third time, Fire walked her off without saying anything. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began 2 milkmen.
What do you think this is?
Well, I thought it was just paint from the graffiti at first. But I'm guessing you don't think so? Is that more of the old woman's blood?
Seems like it.
So Luna would have killed her here, then taken her to the rightmost AB room. Alright, so I missed something. After that, she would not have moved the room with the body in it, so that she would have moved the room with the body in it, so that no one would suspect her. That would mean the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. Yeah. So what about the handkerchief?
This thing? Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was. Which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman. So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with this handkerchief, and then threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it. Then when the room was moved, it came out.
That means Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief.
Seems pretty likely.
How would you throw it between there? It doesn't
This is
look like
all
there's any
just
space.
speculation, understand? There are a whole lot of things we still don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery, alright. For example, why would Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, and then carry the body back and hide it in the same room? I guess it's possible she just wanted to hide the body. But we still didn't have any place, any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place. It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes according to plan, but so far there have only been 2 murders, and he hasn't done anything about either of them. Do you think that means Luna is Zero Senior? Even if she was, though, I'm not sure why she killed the old woman. It is possible that she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be there, but... If Luna's Zero Senior, couldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? She'd have access to the entire facility. That's not all, though. Let's see Luna move the AB room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, why did she leave the handkerchief and the weapon there? She'd have to have known they'd be discovered where she moved after she moved the room. Besides, when and how did she operate the crane? Luna was with us since we first got out of the AB rooms, all the way till we found the old lady's body. You, me, and her went through the magenta door and investigated the lounge. Then she went down to the floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then, the rooms must have been moved. Of course! Huh, why didn't I see it sooner? Luna has an alibi. She couldn't have moved the AB room. Where her alibi? Well, I mean, there's Zero Senior, Zero Junior up there.
Interesting. I have to admit, you've got a point.
Wait, what? You didn't even put up a fight.
You're going to make me repeat myself.
Huh?
I never said Luna was the killer. Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was, which would mean that Clover probably does too.
Oh god. Oh, you mean the stuff she said about what she noticed?
Right.
Two milkmen go comedy. Hey, Fi. I'm starting to get a real bad feeling about this. 20 minutes. We were supposed to meet the other 20 minutes ago, but there's no one here.
You're right.
Sigma, Phi, there you are. I'm sorry. I have some bad news.
What is it?
Luna is dead. She's in room 2 in the crew
Oh
quarters.
my god.
The same room where Alice was murdered.
Fucking hell. It's a repeat! Yep, to repeat. This was the third time I touched a body and felt cold skin. I thought it might get easier, but it had only gotten worse. I didn't think I'd ever get used to it, but I didn't want to either. My hands began to shake and I tried to steady them as I pressed a pair of fingers to her neck to check for a pulse. Luna was dead. Her eyes were flat and empty, the pupils dilated on which could have been terror. It felt surreal, like I might blink and then she would sit up and again. She would smile and blush and look away nervously, and everything would be alright. I blinked. She lay there still, dead and pale.
And I trust him.
God damn it, flashbacks. Grief cracked open like an egg and rage clambered out, hot and angry, screaming. It clawed at the inside of my chest and pounded at the back of my eyes. I squeezed them shut and ground my teeth. My hands balled into fists so tight they hurt. I took a deep breath and opened my eyes again. Another breath. I stood up and realized Kay was talking.
I believe she was poisoned. See here, this device is some sort of syringe.
I think it's called an injection gun. You can just put whatever you want in one of those vials and then pull the trigger. It's kind of like the needles in these bracelets.
The drug they used is the same as well. The label on the vial says tubocurarine.
The muscle relaxant.
Yes. Since it's empty, I can only assume Luna was injected with it. You see the mark on her neck. I believe it is safe to assume that is where her attacker injected the drug. Perhaps they chose the neck for the carotid artery.
Then your guess is probably correct. Luna was injected with tubocurarine, and it killed her.
What about the
Should
others?
I go get them?
No, never mind. I want to get the story first.
What do you mean?
When you left us, you and Luna went off together, right?
Yes.
But when we talked to Tio downstairs, he said he'd only seen you, not Luna. Why is that?
Luna and I split up as soon as we got to floor B. We determined it would be more efficient. Two of us working separately could cover more ground in less time.
Alright, so why were you late?
What?
You didn't show up till 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. Sigma's asking you what you were doing.
I was resuscitating.
Resuscitating?
Let me explain how I found her. I had gone to the warehouse 5 minutes before our meeting time. You had yet to show up, as had Luna. I believe I was standing between the yellow and cyan doors. Some minutes later, I heard something. It came from behind the cyan door and sounded like a woman's scream. Well, it was actually quite faint. It was several doors away, after all. And as such, I couldn't quite make out what was being said, or even if I had heard it at all. It seemed entirely possible that I had imagined it. I heard no other sounds for a few minutes following the scream. Eventually, the silence made me uncomfortable. Perhaps something had happened. So, I made my way to the crew quarters. As I entered the hallway, I noticed that the door to room 2 was slightly ajar. That was when I first suspected something was amiss. You can imagine the rest, I'm sure. I ran into the room and found Luna on the floor.
So you're saying you spent a good 20 minutes trying to resuscitate her?
Yes. I deduced that she had been injected with tubocurarine. Her heart had stopped, to the best of my abilities, at least.
He
With
tried
this
CPR.
mask, I was obviously unable to provide artificial respiration.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because I had no reason to believe you would be in the warehouse. If you weren't, I would have wasted precious time. I chose instead to begin resuscitation immediately. As you know, even a short time without oxygen can cause serious brain damage. I felt time was of the essence. But
Hey, how much time passed between when you heard the scream and when you came in here and found her?
I'm afraid I can't say exactly. But I would hazard a guess that it was around 3 minutes.
Did you see the killer?
No, I didn't.
And they have 3 minutes to escape.
That would have been plenty of time. When you leave this room, immediately to your left is a door that connects to the hallway. I assume they left that way.
Is there any chance they hid in this room somewhere?
No, I examined the room thoroughly before I left to find you. May I say something?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Luna, but there was something I wanted to point out. Look at Alice. Do you notice anything?
The weapon.
It's gone.
Indeed, the wound suggests a knife, but I doubt we'll know now.
Then did the killer take it?
How would I know?
Maybe they took it before Luna was murdered.
Why are you asking me?
If they had it, why not use it to kill Luna, sorry.
Yeah, that would make sense. Sigma, if you were going to kill someone, which of these two methods would you use?
I wouldn't kill anyone.
This is hypothetical,
I would choose the injection gun.
right? Most people would choose that. The more you can divorce yourself from the actual killing, the easier it is to kill someone. There's a big difference between stabbing someone and injecting them with poison.
So you're saying they took the knife before they killed her?
No. I don't know either way. They could have taken it afterwards. There's no way for us to know.
Could they have done that in with 3 minutes before Kay got here?
It's not impossible. 3 minutes is longer than you think. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I don't know when they took the knife or whatever it was. We came here to get Alice's bracelet, and then Kay came by later. There was probably about a 30-minute window. Anyone could have taken it. They might not even have been the same person who killed Luna. Or it could be. There really isn't any way to know. And if we don't know, we really shouldn't try and draw conclusions. That could color our reasoning, and that's not good. Conclusions without any evidence are useless. So just forget any conclusions you might have come up with. Well, I think that about covers it. We clear?
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, we should tell the others.
About Luna, you mean?
Yeah.
We should go to the white doors then. Dio should still be there. Hopefully Tenmyoji and Clover will be there as well.
Yeah, good point. Once it's time to open the door, I'm sure they'll show up. Kay nodded and picked up Luna's bracelet.
Please, take this with you.
He held it out to me. I stared down at the bracelet. It felt wrong to just take it. Like we were just using and abandoning her.
Is something the matter? You and Phi are the magenta pair. Without the green solo bracelet, you won't be able to open the secondary door.
I know. It's just...
Then,
He pressed the bracelet gently into my hand.
if you don't wish Luna's death to be meaningless, then you must survive. Or do you intend to die without catching her killer?
Right. Yes. I sighed and closed my hands around the cold metal.
Good.
Wait. Shit.
What?
No. Well, not yet. We might be looking at a worst-case scenario.
Excuse me?
God, what the hell is wrong with me? How did I miss this? I'm sorry. This is my fault. It's just... there was so much going on I wasn't thinking.
What is it, goddammit? What did you miss?
Quark.
Quark. Oh, shit. Tenmyoji's a red solo. Clover's a cyan pair. Quark's the other cyan pair. If he's not with them, they can't get through the secondary door.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear, this is bad. And if they haven't gotten in by the time the primary door shuts, they'll be penalized if we haven't found Quark by then.
Time. How much time do we have left? 7? 8? 4. Damn it. Oh no.
Let's just go to the warehouse on floor B. Perhaps Quark has already been found.
I sure hope so. Let's move. And somehow we go through here the speed of light. There they are.
Chromatic door, 5 minutes.
You're late. The fuck were you thinking? You trying to kill me?
What about Quark?
What?
Did they find Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here. Look, forget about him. Where's Alice's bracelet? Which one of you has it?
What about Tenmyoji and Clover? Have they come back yet?
Look around, asshole. What do you think? Hey, pay attention. The bracelet. Do you have Alice's bracelet. Hand it over.
Fire pulled it out of her pocket, the face still shone with blue light. This had been Alice's bracelet. Fire's eyes never left Deer's as she carefully handed the bracelet to Kay.
Good. Let's go. Hey, what is this? What, you don't like this door? Fine, we can take a different one. As long as we're in the right group, it shouldn't matter which door we take.
That's not the issue.
Then please tell me, what the fuck is the issue?
Being a human being, 3 of us still haven't arrived. If we leave them behind...
Oh, come on! Now you're gonna grow a heart? If you stay here, you're gonna kill me!
But...
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Alright, fine. I'll be honest with you. The truth is, I've got a kid. A baby. I was told that if I didn't win this game, my kid's as good as dead.
Wait, what?
That's...
You have to trust me. I swear, it's God's honest truth. Zero told me to keep it under wraps, but I figure I don't have a lot of choice right now. I'll tell you more once we get inside. Please.
It's a lie. Don't listen to him. I wanted to scream. Dio was obviously lying, but it looked like Kay was buying it. But he had to go in. I couldn't try and stop him. If I did, they'd both die.
You have to believe me, Kay. Please. If you won't do it for me, do it for my kid. If I lose, it's all over. Please.
Kay turned to look at me and Fire. We both nodded silently back.
I understand. Let's go.
Really?
Yes. I have one condition, however.
A condition?
Yes. But it's not for you, Dio. Sigma. I want you and Phi to go into one of the doors as well. Dio and I cannot be the only survivors. I would have the 2 of you join us. That is my condition.
Damn it. Couldn't make this easy, could you?
What do you say? The decision is yours.
No, I can't do that. You're asking me to leave 3 people to die.
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed. Is that what you want?
Can't just leave them behind.
Me either. I agree with Sigma. We can't just ditch them. I'm staying.
Phi.
Bunch of fucking idiots.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
I see. I suspected that would be your answer. You leave me with no choice then. My apologies.
Whoa! You're a bitch.
You have my sympathy. I wish there was another way.
Why?
Do you actually believe, Dio?
No, of course not. I only wish to save you. If I had not forced the issue, neither of you would have budged. Such is your character.
Okay, what are you doing?
I confess I am not entirely sure. I will think about it during the 10 seconds that remain. Goodbye.
Kay turned and left quickly, disappearing outside of our door. Fire and I lie on the floor moaning, curled around our aching stomachs.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.